Laurel and Hardy. You know, you've got the big bossy one and the little, the skinny one undermining everything. And I always see the Pet Shop Boys as being a bit like that, or a bit like Morecambe and Wise or something. When I was growing up in Newcastle, I had all these friends. We used to have loads of parties and stuff, and we all used to want to be kind of pop stars or actors, or do something that wasn't going to be boring. And we had this little quote in the party invitation by Zelda Fitzgerald, the wife of Scott Fitzgerald, the writer, and she was talking about a woman in the 1920s, and she said she was never bored, mainly because she was never boring.
We chose to work with Bruce Weber for the video for Being Boring. The whole idea for the video is a party scene, and the shooting of the video was very much like a real party. The atmosphere was pretty much as it's captured on the film. We will never be boring. We will never be bored, 'cause we will never be boring. We will never be bored.
A lot of our songs are about sex. Or have a sense of kind of sexual longing in them. I find it too personal to talk about that, really. Obviously, one says what one wants in the songs themselves, but in our songs there's an entirely accurate picture of my sex life, sexuality, and sexual longing.
I haven't got a sexuality. Why don't we try not to break our hearts and make it so hard for us?
We write from a kind of what I would regard as a kind of middle-class perspective, almost like a playwright. And like a middle-class playwright, we tend to do what we do with a certain amount of wit, humour, and irony.
I bought you drinks, I brought you flowers, I read your books and talked for hours. Every day so many drinks, such pretty flowers. So tell me, what have I done to deserve this?
I don't think we are pretentious now. I don't think we try to kind of pose as intellectuals or anything like that. I think we are what we are, really. We don't really pretend to be anything else.
You know, we've never done it to kind of be stars, and so consequently, actually I'm very uncomfortable with that side of things anyway, and so I'll quite often disguise myself in public, like doing interviews and things, so that I have got a very kind of private, personal life which still exists, which I think is really important, because otherwise you'd just go completely bonkers, I think. So what I do is I kind of do the opposite of Michael Jackson. Whereas Michael Jackson kind of dresses up as a nun or whatever when he goes out in public, I would rather do it in front of the cameras so that I can stay myself. So I just do the reverse of Michael Jackson, really.
I, of course, have always wanted to dress up as a nun.
Neil, you didn't just want to dress up, you wanted to be a nun.
'Cause we will never be boring. We had too much time to find for ourselves, and we will never be boring. We dressed up in thoughts make amends.
When you release a record that's your favourite one, it performs the least well, which is kind of a bit, well, it's a bit unnerving, really. The last one that did this was Love Comes Quickly, which is like our favourite record ever that we've made, and it kind of did really badly.
Involved in pop music. One of the things I liked about EMF is that they're all 19 or something.
You're unbelievable.
And also, as regard to I'm never really going to feel old, because, you know, Paul McCartney is always going to be 15 years older than me.